So we have a bit of breaking news for you from the world of football. I mean, the Premier League ended just yesterday, which is on May 28th. Season's come to a close. Most people were talking about what's happening with United, City, or even the relegated clubs. One club no one was really talking much about, Chelsea. 1-1 draw against Newcastle United to finish what has been a pretty dismal season, but the first step towards rectifying that has already been taken because the club have just recently announced their new head coach, and that man is, of course, this man right here. Mauricio Pochettino has been signed on a 2-year deal with the option of a further 3rd year. Now, the original option was, of course, or the original rumor, let's say, was there would be a 3-year deal, and it is in many ways a 3-year deal because it's 2 years with the option to extend. But it does seem like Chelsea are being smart rather than giving a manager a long-term deal, which they had to, or which they had done with Graham Potter. They're giving a slightly shorter-term deal this time around with the option to extend and maybe renegotiate further down the line. As for how good or bad a thing this is for Chelsea, Mauricio Pochettino, well, he's someone who doesn't really fit the bill of being a super manager in terms of someone who's managed plenty of big clubs. In fact, the one time he did manage at a big club, PSG, it was decidedly underwhelming and he got sacked despite actually winning the league. But if you look at the kind of work he did at Tottenham Hotspur, you can understand why it is that Chelsea's new owners were this keen to actually bring him in. He plays a very high-octane, high-pressing style of football, featured around bravery, plenty of possession, plenty of running, plenty of focus on fitness, all of these kind of things. So in many ways, the modern archetypical coach, someone who has proved that he knows what it takes to win and win a plenty at the Premier League level, and someone who has shown a willingness to work with younger players, which is also a very interesting thing because if you look at Chelsea's squad right now, they're taking them to the next level due to, of course, elite coaching and elite man management and ensuring that they constantly improve, consistently get better. The one thing he unfortunately lacked at a place like Tottenham was, of course, much of a transfer budget. Won't really be much of an issue at Chelsea. At PSG, really what he lacked was the fact that, well, it was too many superstars and definitely a very impossible situation to manage. After all, there's not been one single manager who's been able to properly manage the trio of Messi, Neymar and Kylian Mbappe at the same time and ensure that all of them are happy with what it is they're doing. It's a chaotic place to manage, and truth be told, I don't think anyone holds it against Pochettino for not quite being able to succeed the way he possibly could have at PSG. But pretty interesting signing, many would say, for Chelsea. Again, someone with proven Premier League experience, someone who can work with the numerous young players that Chelsea have signed in the summer and who will, of course, be coming through the academy, make them better, and perhaps more importantly, help that club through the reset that was desperately needed once the new ownership of the Todd Boehly and Co. Clear Lake Capital Consortium took over. That was supposed to be the case when they actually got rid of Thomas Tuchel and then signed Graham Potter, but unfortunately Potter's signing did not work out at all. I'm not even being polite here. It was a failure in many, many ways, and the club even knew that, cut their losses, brought back Frank Lampard in an interim manager's role. Despite knowing that it probably wouldn't be the best decision, they just needed someone to tide through the season. This potentially start of a reset for Chelsea, where they would hope that all of the young talent that they've managed to stockpile, Pochettino is able to get the best out of them. That at least would be the hope, and that's why I say it's an interesting time really if you're a Chelsea fan. And of course, in a rather more joking, light-hearted sense, it's nice to see that you finally have a Tottenham manager coming to Chelsea rather than the other way around. So that's it. That's the breaking news update for you guys. Chelsea have named Mauricio Pochettino as their new manager. What do you think of this appointment? Well, you can let us know in the comments below, and don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and don't forget to download the AajTak app as well. Plus, if you're already on the channel, go ahead and check out some other videos that we've done. For now, from my side, goodbye.